Howdy y'all, it's Cisco once again back here with Twin Oaks TV. I know it's been a while. I know I haven't been making as much content as I probably should, but we're not here to talk about my deficiencies in scheduling and time management. We are here to talk about the fire, the news, the Verde, of two possible new signings that we will be seeing in this summer transfer window. One of them was confirmed this morning by the striker Texas Chris Bills. Shout out. It is Moussa Djitte. I'm sorry if I am butchering your name. An exciting Senegalese center forward that should be a much needed reinforcement in that number 9 position. The second player is a rumor that came out earlier in the week, Sebastian Driussi, a second Italo-Argentinian that will be keeping Toto company. Let's get started. Let's talk about Musa, the confirmed signing, the shiny number 9. Not so shiny in the eyes of some. We'll get into that a little later. That is much needed, especially with the news that Danny Houston has sustained a hip injury that could potentially be season-ending, in Josh Wolf's own words. We don't have a true 9 right now, and we desperately need one. So who do we sign? Rather obscure player developing in Ligue 2 in the French pyramid of football. Moussa Djitte has a lot of qualities. He is a striker with an amazing killer instinct from the very little that I have seen. First and foremost, let us address the elephant in the room. Yes, he is coming from League 2, and yes, his stats aren't quote-unquote stellar. In 60 appearances in League 2, he has 15 goals and 2 assists. However, to anyone that would discredit a player coming from developing in a European environment, I would implore you to go look at Joseph Martinez, the Golden Boot record breaker for Atlanta United, and look at his stats when he played in Switzerland and Italy. Not exactly breaking records over there, comes to MLS, absolutely tears it apart. Now that this has been addressed, as I mentioned, he is a young 21-year-old player from Senegal, of course, who shows great promise, great technique, and really good link-up play. I think it was specifically mentioned that part of his skill set is expected to work well with players like Dominguez. We've seen Dominguez and Kolmanic have a very good link-up on that left side. Dominguez, of course, loves doing those little backheel passes with Johnny. Johnny comes up to the left wing, gets a good cross, almost breaks his head in the middle of the cross. Hope he's doing all right. But yes, that build-up play is going to be very important, and having a 9 that can combine well is absolutely important. The man has a touch of magic, and a few of his flicks even remind me of Ronaldinho. Overall, really exciting. Again, also the predator instinct, absolutely incredible shooting. He shoots on the first or the second touch. That is the most important part. Because let's be real, Ligue 2 is no slouch. It has produced some of the most talented footballers in Europe, including players like N'Golo Kante for Chelsea. Most importantly, as an individual player, he shows a lot of the qualities that we are missing. We are one of the teams that create the most chances, and we are just not able to finish them. If we had a player like Musa, maybe we wouldn't be so low on the table right now. Now, the second player that we will talk about is Sebastian Driussi, another Italo-Argentinian that shares heritage and nationalities with our very own Tomás Pochettino. This signing has not been confirmed, but it is heavily rumored, and the whispers say he will be our second signing. We will see in the transfer window if this is true. He plays for Zenit in the Russian League, which, may I remind you, ranks 8th in the UEFA coefficient. It is a very good, underrated league. Jurusi is 25 years old, plays primarily as a winger or as a second forward, a false 9 if you will, and can also slot in at that number 9 should he be needed. His team Zenit plays in the Champions League, and thus, despite not being a starter, he has gotten some Champions League experience and scored 1 goal in 4 games in his last campaign. All in all, a signing like Driussi would add more firepower to our offense, which is of course always welcome, considering it is one of our most lacking areas. These are the news around the block. Very excited for Djitte. I think the earliest we can see him play is against the Sounders. And of course, his paperwork will only be finalized on July 7th when that international window opens for MLS. Djitte, welcome to the Verde, and we hope to see you score a lot of goals. Twin Oaks TV, out.